We are on day number 9. So after yesterday's practice, a full 60-minute practice, this practice is going to feel quite nice. It's going to be a yin practice. So if you've never practiced yin, I thought that I would just do a quick introduction of what to expect. So yin is a really nice, more of a feminine energy practice, meaning we're not really wanting to get like into kind of like that warriorness that we bring forward when we're really wanting to move in and out of postures, when we're wanting to build up some heat, when we're going in through a vinyasa practice, for example. Even a hatha practice can have a little bit more of a yang tendency. So with yin, you're wanting to hold postures much longer, but you are somewhat trying to bypass the muscles. We're going to be really getting into the fascia, that outer layer that kind of covers us up like a saran wrap. Kind of diving into a little bit into the connective tissue, so the ligaments, for example. Now, a yin practice tends to be quite challenging, not so much on the body, but a lot for the mind. The reason being is we live in a time where busyness is celebrated, where if you're not doing anything, it's like you're being lazy, etc., etc., etc. And that's so not the case, but we seem to have been brought up into this day and age where taking time for ourselves isn't really looked at as positive. Thankfully, now things are changing. But if this is you and you find yourself wanting to get to the next thing, you may have a very, very busy to-do list. Taking the time for yourself doesn't seem to be something that needs to get done. But if you are the vessel, and if you aren't fully optimized, then all those other things may just simply just fall to the ground anyway. So that's more what yin is about. Yin is ideally practiced right in the morning, so before your muscles warm up, or in the evening after you've already come home from maybe a work day, timing the sun or whatever, but you have taken some time to chill on your own. Maybe you're sitting on the couch, maybe you're on your laptop, just sitting down, laying down, or whatever. Then take out your mat and do your yin practice. So allow yourself to relax. Come onto your mat. Relax those shoulders. Palms over top of your knees. Allow yourself to close your eyes. Just noticing the sounds around you. And just letting them pass through the moment. Bring attention to the area of your body that's connected to the earth, onto your mat, to the floor beneath you. Noticing that support and relaxing into it. Letting your muscles just relax into this space. So you bring attention to your upper body, to your chest, to your breath. Noticing your spine right from the base all the way up towards the top of your head. As we bring and invite moon energies into our practice today. So we're looking at a cooler practice, cooler in our body, relaxing in the mind. The darkness that comes in the day. Giving yourself some grace throughout practice today. Try not to be too hard on yourself. If you notice that your mind is racing, or notice that your mind wants to get you to the next thing that's coming. We're wanting to notice that space between the now and the then. As you take a deep, long inhale, exhaling fully. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. And as you exhale, bowing down towards your heart. As we begin our practice today, inhale, slowly lift your chin up. So release your palms to your sides and blink your eyes open. Let's come all the way towards the back of our mat. Placing your knees as wide as your mat and bringing your toes to touch as you sink all the way back. Take your palms further forward as you sink your way all the way down into an extended child's pose. Relaxing your shoulders down your back, placing your elbows down, sinking as far back as you can. Exhale fully as you arrive. Noticing the space that you are taking right now. The space that you have created for yourself. Breathing deeply towards your upper back and feeling that expansion of every breath. Inviting any sound around you to become a part of your practice. Avoid getting annoyed or frustrated. Simply notice these sounds. As you sink a little bit deeper if your body's allowing you to. Continuing to breathe. As you inhale, slowly begin to walk up. Very gently, try not to push yourself too much. And come back down to seated. From here, taking out any extra flesh from your sit bones, lengthening out your left leg. With your right leg, you're going to be crossing that right leg over. We've done this pose before. It looks like this, but we're going to go deeper into a half cow face. So from here, gently begin to wiggle your right foot so that it matches your left hip. And if you need to, grab your hand, just give it a nice little push back. Good. So what you're aiming for, and I say aim very loosely, is to have your right knee over top of your left. If it doesn't align as it is, that's perfectly fine. What you're wanting to do is not push your body into a pose, but rather your body blends into either the pose blends into your body. That's really what we want with a yoga practice. So don't get frustrated. My pose is not going to look the same as yours, and so on and so forth with everybody else. So from here, allow yourself to stay here. As you inhale, reaching your chest forward, you should be noticing a little something happening along your right outer hip, flexing into your left toes for a second. And as you exhale, slowly begin to walk your palms a little further forward. From here, let your left toes go. Good. And just staying here. Reaching that chest forward and bowing a little bit further down. Noticing the lengthening in the back of your left leg. Noticing your right hip. You're trying not to hold yourself. That's where the muscles come in. You want to hold yourself up. In this case, we're bypassing the muscles. We're inviting that fascia to lengthen. So you may be noticing a little something in your lower back. So allow yourself to look forward. Good. Grabbing a hold of your right ankle, extending your leg out and maybe giving it a little wiggle. From here, readjust. So taking your sit bones, taking out any flesh from your sit bones there, we're going to get that on the other side. So you may notice that one side is a little tighter than the other, and that's exactly how it is. We are not symmetrical beings. We are asymmetrical. So there are some parts of us that don't match the other side of us. So from here, once again, grabbing a hold of your left ankle and driving it so that it is closer to your right hip. Flexing into your right toes, deep long inhale as you reach your chest forward. With your next exhale, slowly begin to walk your palms further forward, reaching your chest, relaxing those right toes. Continuing to reach your chest forward and fold. Maybe place your belly over top of your left inner thigh. Noticing the lengthening in the outside of your left thigh, your hip, lengthening along the back of your right leg. You may even notice a little something in your low back, maybe even your mid back. Here, continue to relax your shoulders down and breathe into this space. Maybe rock your head from side to side if you'd like. All the way down. 2 more breaths. Drawing that breath towards the upper back. Exhaling. Inhale once again. As you exhale fully. With your next inhale, come all the way up to seated, releasing your left leg and giving it a little wiggle. So here's where your bolster or block come in. Placing it, if you have a block, placing it so that it's the longest side. If you have a bolster, oh, it's going to be so yummy. So from here, grabbing a hold of your strap. So I'm going to show you 2 different options. If you have a strap, it might feel a little yummier. So you're wanting to make it so that it's a long, long loop. Placing it right along your hips. Feet come to touch. And you're wrapping your feet so that your strap is holding them up, like so. Okay? If you have a sheet or anything that can act like a strap, then what I invite you to do, if you have a belt, for example, it's kind of around the same thing. You're wrapping it around and buckling them so that they are kind of like on the outside, so the buckle isn't touching your skin, like so. Allow yourself to stay here and very slowly begin to lean all the way back. Like so. Taking a deep, long inhale, relaxing those shoulders down your back. Letting your hips, your knees kind of fall open. And if you begin to notice that your neck is just not going to cut it like this, then I invite you to grab a pillow or maybe one of those thick books. Place it right underneath your head just to allow for the earth to meet your head kind of up like this. However, if coming all the way down is fine with you, then you can go ahead and do that. However, it feels nice. I like to place my palms right alongside my hips, letting my neck relax, shoulders relax open. Try not to move too much. Letting everything just relax. Feeling a lengthening along the inside of your legs. Being conscious about your muscles holding anything up. And if that's the case, just let them know that you got this. If you don't have a strap, or your strap is just not working for you, just put it to the side. It's perfectly fine. Come into a butterfly. Or bring a couple of pillows and kind of wedge them along the outside of your legs. The idea is for your legs not to be held up, but rather letting your legs open up and letting them just stay there, feeling the support. We're here for 2 more breaths. So take a deep, long inhale, maybe into your belly. Exhale fully. Deep, long inhale. Exhale, release. From here, slowly pressing your palms down. If your head was all the way back, begin to draw your chin in towards your chest and gently walk your way all the way up to seated. Removing my strap, placing it to the side. And we are going to take maybe a 1-minute Shavasana. So come all the way down onto your back, readjusting your clothing like what I am doing. And from here, taking your heels wide, spreading out your butt cheeks. I know it sounds funny, but really just simply relaxing that area of your body. Relaxing your shoulders down your back and taking them as wide apart as you can and palms face upwards. Inhale deeply, and as you exhale, close your eyes. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Giving yourself permission to really bask into these yin energies. Holding space for your mental well-being, your emotional well-being, and your physiological well-being. It may not seem like much to you right now, but just notice how you feel. If you feel just even a little bit better in your body and mind, then it's done its work. As you inhale, slowly begin to draw your hands together in front of your chest. And reaching your arms up so that your thumbs are placed right over top your third eye. From here, bring forward in your mind's eye at least one thing you are most grateful for today. Once you have that image in front of you, smile towards it with a light heart. The light in me salutes the light in you. Have a wonderful rest of your day or evening. Namaste.